Yeah, so in the ring, we got a pair of gilts here. I'm sorry, a gilt and a male. Lot 29 would be the kind of the calico gilt there. She would be a 5-litter. That'd be 5-7. Her pedigree would be wide awake, never before in-game's full sip, or not. Last Dance's full sip. She'd be an in-game. That in-game sow, she would be responsible for the 4th overall bear there at Ohio this summer, and then we would have bred her to never before frozen semen there last go, and then made a few gilts that we decided to keep as replacements, and I think that decision is going to pay off. These wide awakes as 5-litter has been very good. I mean, it's in terms of just build from the side, bone, just got that wild look about them. I mean, they're going to be very high quality. We like that one a good deal. The 7-litter pig in the ring here, he'd be lot 30. He would be a in-game misconception, and that misconception sow. She would be a litter mate to the Swaim gilt that DJ would have bought out of this deal last spring, and we would have showed their mother. I think this pig, I mean, obviously he needs to do the right things right there at his top line, but I think it will. I'm confident in it. But that thing's got a big, bendy hind leg. He just reminds me of them good in-game, good feeding kind of hogs. I mean, I think somebody that would take a shot on this one, I think it's going to pay off. I like this pig a good deal. He does have an extra dew claw. We will stand behind that thing to get him fixed. However you want to work that deal out. But one I think is very, very high quality. This would be 5-7 crossbred gilt, 7-6 crossbred male, lots 29 and 30.
Yeah, as Jared talked, I mean, this 7-litter male, guys, that's on the stick, I mean, that one has all the extras that came out of that line. I mean, this thing is shaggy. He's big-legged. I mean, his hip and hind legs, incredible. I love that thing's build, and just honestly, when he gets out here and he picks his head up, I mean, his top line honestly don't worry me at all. I think that's just a muscle kind of pattern that hog's in. I mean, because that hog does have a big old back and but I just love the way his forearm shape is, the way he comes, the way he goes. His head, I think, is absolutely neat and incredible to be that stout of a skull, but yet when you study him from the side, I mean, that thing's long-necked. He runs uphill, but when you put that thing in motion, I mean, his hip and hind legs probably as good as anything we've seen today. I mean, that hog, the way he can utilize and move his hind leg, I mean, if you're searching for a crossbred male, I mean, this one I know is extremely high on my list that I've seen so far. I think that is a very, very elite type of show barrow that you can take that one home and put him on feed. And we know how predictable that line's been and what that boar's done. I think this is a very, very good version of what that boar does. I mean, this hog's modern. I mean, he's got that kind of hair and that kind of bone and that kind of extension and look to make an elite show barrow, in my opinion. And then the 5-litter gilt, I mean, honestly, she's just a calico red-belted version of her sister that we seen a little bit ago. I mean, just like her. Has that same kind of just slope and shape to her forearm like we see in the wide awake stuff. She's got a big old pliable rib cage laid in her. She's big-legged. She's good coming and going. I think one, honestly, that just will be an incredible show gilt, sow, whatever you want to do with her. I like this gilt very well. I think just kind of a fault-free type of female that not going to hurt you anywhere, and I think one that you can just grab a hold of and she'll make a killer show gilt. I like this is an extremely good pair of pigs here in this pen. I would study because I think one of my favorite barrows I've seen so far in that crossbred deal, and then another nice wide awake gilt.